If you're just getting started with using Facebook ads to grow your membership and you have very little knowledge of using Facebook ads and you're just ready to get this thing jump started so that you can get some more leads and some more members, then I'm going to show you exactly how I set up conversion ads to grow my membership. Hey there, I'm Amber McDuffie, and I help membership owners to grow their membership by using Facebook ads, Instagram ads, and other foundational marketing principles to really scale their business. So what we're going to do today is to actually set up your conversion ads and get you jump started in getting more leads and members. Now, one of the first mistakes that I notice that people do with conversion ads is they set up the ad to go directly to their membership offer. And while yes, our ultimate goal is to convert our cold audience into members, there's a process that we need to go through to actually warm them up first. So what you really need to do is to set up a conversion ad that leads to a lead magnet, okay? So that you can get those people onto your email list to warm them up and nurture them so that they know, like, and trust you enough to, first of all, give you their payment information and then also to spend that monthly fee with you and join your actual membership. So let's jump in and I'm gonna show you how I set up these conversion ads so that you can get multiple leads to your email list on a daily basis. Okay, so we have jumped inside of Ads Manager, and once you click on Create for your ad, it's going to take you straight in to choose what type of ad you want and make sure that you choose Conversion Ad. So we have now gotten to the place where we can create a campaign name. Now, I do have a very specific naming convention so that every time I go to check my data, which is daily, multiple times a day in most cases, I can know exactly which campaign that I'm looking at. So I make sure that I note, first of all, this is a lead ad. I'm generating leads for people who can join my email list. I say a little something about what the creative is. So this is a short video, how I kind of acknowledge that business may have been difficult for some online memberships in 2021, but we're still, going hard and staying in it and using ads to continue to grow. And that ultimately this is going to lead to my membership scaling roadmap, which is my lead magnet. So after I've done that, I do make sure that campaign budget optimization is turned off. And then next we're going to go to the ad set level. Now the ad set, I do make sure that my audience is named, or my ad set is named for the audience that is in that particular ad set, so that when I am checking my data, I can know exactly, okay, if this ad set is performing well, who is it performing well for? Which audience is that, right? So I can scroll down here, and I want you to notice right here is where I put the type of conversion event that it is. So in this case, I want to generate leads, right? And so that means I do have to put my Facebook ad pixel onto my landing page to indicate when someone opts in and gets to that thank you page, they have now become a lead, so that it sends that information back to Facebook. When I get down to budget, I did set my budget at $10 per day for this audience. So the way I kind of come up with that is I know for me, my leads, right? Once I've done my calculation, I know that a lead that costs about $5.90 is going to give me a 50% profit zone, right? So if you want to get that formula, just make sure that you subscribe to this channel. I'll be doing some videos coming up to kind of teach you how to discover what your budget should be for your ad set. But for mine, I knew that $5.90 would get me at least one lead. This may possibly get me to 2 leads. And if I want more leads than that, then I might need to increase this budget some, for this audience, or add some additional audiences, right? So that I can make sure, let's say if I wanted to make sure I get like 5 leads per day to join my email list, then I have to make sure that my budget reflects that. All right, so then I'm going to keep scrolling down here, and here's where I'm going to determine who to show my ad to, right? So I do use all of kind of the most common English speaking countries where they can understand me well, and our, dialect and the way we use language is very similar. The US, New Zealand, Canada, the UK, and Australia. I do make my age range between 21 and 65, and here is where I put in my audience. So I have to really think about who is most likely to respond to this ad and to connect with my message, right? Who is my ideal audience? And then I plug them in here. I go ahead and look for them on Facebook and put them in that spot there. Now for placements, I do go ahead and do automatic placements so that Facebook will help me determine which placements work best. So that means Facebook is going to show, and I'll click on manual placements just to show you all the different places it can go. It can go in the Facebook news feed, the marketplace, the Instagram feed, the Instagram Explorer, lots of different places, stories, reels, and depending on the type of media that I'm using and the size of the media, Facebook will say, yes, this video size should play just fine there. But if, let's say my video is too long, it may not play in certain placements, and that's okay. But I do keep it on automatic when I'm doing my lead ads because Facebook will decide, oh, you know what? You get the most traction when we show your ad in the newsfeed. So it'll continue to show my ad more often in the newsfeed than say stories or something, right? So that is one of the benefits of using the automatic placement. All right, next I'm going to go ahead over to the actual ad creative. So this is the ad, and I just name it ad and then the same as what my ad set is. And I do make sure that I have selected both my Facebook and my Instagram business accounts so that it will show on both and give me credit through both ways, right? So if somebody sees my ad on Instagram, they can actually click on my name on Instagram and go to my Instagram account if they'd like to. All right, so as I scroll down here, you'll see that I uploaded a video. The great thing about using a video for your conversion ad, for your lead ad, is that let's say somebody did not opt in, but yet they watched a significant portion of your video, even if it was a through play, which is about 15 seconds, that starts to show some level of intent because most likely this is your cold audience. I show my lead ads to a cold audience of people who don't even know me yet, and that video allows me to capture people who maybe weren't yet ready to take that next step, but I can still retarget them later because Facebook allows you to capture those folks into an audience and show them another ad. So I typically do recommend a video ad for a lead ad. It's not, required, but it's a great way to kind of do both. Like whether you get them as a lead or not, you can still retarget them later. All right, in this box here goes my primary text. This is the text that's going to be shown in my ad. As you can see in the little preview box, it shows you where my text goes. And then I also make sure that I have a headline that is very similar, say, to what my lead magnet is and even what type it is. Notice how I said see free, free PDF. So that they realize, oh, that's something pretty easy. I can get a PDF. That's very quick and easy for my audience to consume, and they're more likely to opt into that at a cheaper rate for me than, let's say, a webinar or something that would be a little bit longer. Some longer video that they would know now they have to go watch this mini course. So the shorter that lead magnet is, the easier to consume, the lower cost that you'll usually see your lead cost to be. All right, so this is where I actually put the headline in, and then you can see it down here in the preview. I typically use Learn More for my call to action simply because it allows them to understand, like when I click this button, it's just going to take me to where I can find out more about getting this lead magnet. I've played with a little bit using the call to action that says download now, but people get a little confused by that because they think that as soon as they click the download now button, it's going to download the PDF to their phone or to their computer, and that's not what it does. They have to go through to my lead magnet page to actually grab the lead magnet, right? And they have to actually put in their information to get it. All right, then I indicate here that when they click on this Learn More button, I want it to take them to my lead magnet webpage, right? To that actual landing page. And so I have to plug in that page here. What I recommend that you always do is go ahead and click on Preview URL, because if maybe you accidentally miscopied something, maybe you didn't copy the whole URL by mistake, if you click on Preview URL and your your landing page does not come up, then you know that there's a mistake, and you do not want to be spending money on an ad that does not take that lead to the right place, right? So just know here too, because this is a conversion ad due to the iOS updates this year, in the year of 2021, depending on when you're watching this, it may be much later, you needed to verify your website. So whatever website that you're using for that lead magnet, and you need to verify that domain. And because I have done that and I've chosen lead as one of my top conversion formats, then it allows me to use my websites, whichever ones I've actually verified, in a lead ad. You don't need that for all types of ads, but you definitely do for conversion ads. All right, and then once I have set that up, I'm all ready to go, and I click publish. That is how you set up a conversion ad and drive lots of traffic to that landing page and get them to opt in, get on your email list so that you can start warming them up to becoming a member for your membership site.